And when you find a reflective surface, it's always going to be high contrast. Lights are going to be right next to darks. There's not a whole lot. There's a little bit of, like you can see in this photograph, there's some medium ground in here, but we can pretend that's a light dark and not a dark dark. For the most part, reflective surfaces, look at this, have darks right next to lights, darks right next, and in random form that don't always make sense. So it is, when I said yesterday that these are really, really easy, the application is really, really easy. What do we have to do? We got to change what we're looking at. We have to change. We have to see something that we're not seeing. As soon as you see it, to forget what it is, you can paint it very easily. I'm going to go straight to nuclear land. I don't have the option right now to make this the values that it is because I don't have time to let it dry. Well, we do, don't we? We can let it dry. This is close to being dry enough. We'll just call it done. So here is our first wash, which is these medium colors right here, right? We're gonna go, it doesn't have to be this nuclear stuff because that isn't. I'm using it by going overboard to show you some reflective surfaces.
Painting, not mopping.
I'm doing little bitty parts. I flatten the brush. Yep, but you're right, I am. But I'm using watercolors. Rather do this than use a small brush too. I'm not really following that all together. It's pretty dark stuff there, isn't it? So let's tone it down a bit. Really watery.
So you've already put down your wash and then you're
Yeah.
doing this over.
Uh-huh. Yeah. These would be the darkers coming in if that's too dark, which it is. Now watch this. Touch. Touch. There's already two colors in here. Let's let them play together a little bit. Making stuff, I'm not even looking at it anymore. Now I'm just looking for things that look interesting down here.
Oh, on your other wash.
So the key to reflective surfaces, whether it's a 46 Ford, I don't need to clean that off, whether it's a bumper of a pickup, whether it's a toaster, or whether it's cut glass, or in this case water. But notice what you're looking at. There is no glass colored paint. There is no chrome colored paint. It's a mirror basically. So your job is to deconstruct where the contrast is, where the darkest darks are touching the lightest lights, because that's where the power of the reflective image is going to be. In a 46 Ford, there's going to be a squiggly thing that's going down the side of it. It's a blue car. No, it's not a blue car. It's a squiggly thing going down the side. What is that? It's a squiggly thing going down the side of it. If we want to be engineers, we can say, what is that? It's a telephone pole that's reflecting off the side. But for us, it's a squiggly little thing that goes down the side. It's what makes it look like a 46 Ford, and it's what makes this, that kind of looks like water. Why? Because our contrasts are close.
The darkest part of those horses going into the water, do you see that it's dark as you're reflecting,
Yeah.
or it doesn't?
This would be the pretty nasty. This is really, really dark here.
Yeah.
In essence,
That would mess up your reflectiveness, the way it reads, if that was darker.
yeah, this was super dark. You mean right here?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, no. Just pay attention to the values. I just grabbed something trying to be over the top in terms of what's dark next to what's light. But yeah, if that were the horses, then I would need to have a second run. I won't touch that so it won't run in there, where this would be the horse's hind leg right there. But I'm paying attention in that case, then all this reflective stuff doesn't go all the way across, you know, it just follows where the horse's leg are. But the good news is, you have a guide and you don't have to break out your protractor and everything else. We've got a pretty good guide here. See, I would think if there was a reflective surface and I was making it up, this would be darker, but it's not.